Welcome back to Classic Survival. This is episode 4. In the last episode, we finished our mining session, got some obsidian, and made our way back home. Today, the goal is to finish the house, and hopefully it turned out pretty sweet. I guess you'll have to wait and find out. I'm super pumped with how good this world is turning out. Let's get right into it. Alright, we're gonna see if we can start cooking up with this house. Honestly, I don't have too much of a vision for it. It's just a platform right now, but we're gonna see if we can make this thing look pretty good. So I'm envisioning like up here is gonna be a patio of some sort, and then we're gonna have like a master entrance right here, obviously. There will be windows on each side, and I'm assuming like we're gonna do kind of like the crafting and furnace setup right here, maybe enchantments right here. We'll just see how it turns out, but as I said in previous episodes, I am really not a builder, so try not to judge me too hard on this build, but I'm really gonna try my best here. I haven't played a Minecraft world where I've taken building seriously at all. I'm the type of Minecraft player that speedruns the game and like, well, I don't actually speedrun the game. Speedrunners are insane. But I just play the game in a way that I like to get stacked very quick, as you might be able to tell with the full diamond armor we just got in the last episode. So when it comes to calming down and building a house, I'm not really about that typically, but I'm going to challenge myself in this world to make some pretty cool stuff. So we're going to see what we can do. But yeah, so we just got to get some spruce wood so that I can bring up the walls. We're doing a nice spruce and oak mix. I think that'll look pretty good for this house. I was thinking about some smooth stone too, but the problem is we have like no cobblestone. And I'd also have to smelt a bunch of cobblestone, so I'm thinking about making an auto smelter, because then I can smelt down some cobblestone pretty fast. Not a large scale smelter, just like a super simple starter smelter. I think I will start off by doing that real quick, actually. And I let some of this iron smelt from the last episode. Oh yeah, look at that. It's basically all done. Got all of our gold right there. We're kind of looking pretty wealthy, guys. It's pretty good. Alright. I'm just gonna make some chests. I guess we need quite a few chests for this smelter. We're gonna need 4 hoppers. Oh, and I actually can use the deep slate for furnaces. I always forget that I can do that. I only needed 2, but that's okay. We'll have an extra furnace for later. And we already had 2. Alright, we'll have 3 extra furnaces for later. That's fine. We're just gonna plop this here for right now. I don't know if you guys have ever built one of these. Let me know in the comments, but they're super easy to build, and I build them in like every survival world that I do because, I don't know, it's just so efficient. Automatically sorts everything that you smelt and just throws it in this chest here. So, it's pretty nice. I do not have cobblestone. I forgot. That's the main point I just built this, was to smelt cobblestone. So, if we are actually going to use some in the build, we have that smelter now. But I think I'm going to start this off by just bringing up these walls by 4. I think that's high enough for the ceiling. Actually, we're going to do 5, and then I'll come across with logs. We're going to have this 5 high. And I'm just going to do that with all of these pillars. Alright. Pillars are looking good. We've got all those up. Obviously, to match the build, they're going to have to be stripped. I actually take these torches out of my offhand so I can strip all these. And that will start making it look a lot better already. Do you guys like the stripping? Maybe a lot of you guys... Pause. Maybe a lot of you guys are cringing right now at me stripping all this wood, but I honestly think it makes it look so much better. It's actually so clean, dude. This is actually taking shape already. I've hardly done anything. So over here, I'm thinking if I do have a ton of oak wood, which I believe I do, yup, we're going to make a bunch of oak fences. Gonna make the sticks out of that. We'll do oak fence. We'll probably need About that many should do it. And then I actually like making the gates a different color. Maybe that's a big fashion statement. I don't know, but we're gonna try it out. See how it looks. The gates will be right here. So we got a little patio. And then whenever I do stuff like this, I always like to keep the fences going down here for texture. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. Maybe even right there. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Guys, I am cooking. Okay. Yep, I like that. I like it. Really don't have any more food, do I? Oh, I do. We get to use the smelter. Oh, it's going to be very inefficient for that amount of stuff, but it's okay. Let's check on how the wheat's doing, too. Okay, it's just not grown. That's fine. I could have swore I gave it quite a bit of time, but apparently it just doesn't want to grow that fast. That's okay. Alright, we got enough saplings to grow another tree here. We should be able to get enough wood for this build. Now I'm going to decide how I want to set up all the crafting and furnaces in here. I feel like we're going to want a good mix of, like, maybe smokers, and blast furnaces. So we'll do both of those. I always forget how to make a blast furnace. How do you do that? Oh, I don't have the recipe unlocked. I gotta look that up. Okay, it's literally just iron, a furnace, and smooth stone, which again, we don't have cobblestone. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab some cobblestone real quick. I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, guys, I grabbed exactly a stack of cobblestone. Oh, see? Exactly a stack of cobblestone. We're gonna get this smelting right here, and then we should be able to make a blast furnace eventually. I'm gonna take this extra stone and we'll make one more furnace. What else is gonna be important to have? I guess an anvil is gonna be important, but that's gonna be part of the enchantment setup, which actually, I might as well go ahead and make that now. We have the sugarcane for it. Holy, I need to start a sugarcane farm. Forgot about that. Make a book. Since I know all the crafting recipes, I'm gonna do it by hand, like a real Minecrafter, of course. Boom, got the enchantment table. And it's gonna be a little while for books, but we might as well start this little sugarcane farm over here. This always takes a minute, but it's so nice when you can finally get up to a level 30. What are these? Firefly bush. I don't know if I've ever seen those. I remember that they added those, though. I remember those are kind of new. Can you even do anything with those bushes? I'm not sure if you can even do anything with those. We'll have to test it out sometime, see if you can do something. Or just let me know in the comments. Dude, sometimes I'm just such a Minecraft noob. Like, I have so many hours in this game, but when it comes to certain things, I just have no idea what I'm talking about. So you guys will have to help me along in this series too. I'm trying my best, I promise. Okay, so we have almost got enough smooth stone to make a blast furnace. That's pretty cool. There we go. Alright, so I believe it was like this, and then you take your iron. Yep, we got it. Okay. Awesome. So, I like how I'm laying this stuff out before I've even put up the walls, but we're gonna have like a furnace here, and then I think a cool way to do it would be to have all these furnaces in the corner here, and then in the center we can have double chests for storage. Maybe we'll want to put some barrels in here eventually. That could be cool. I don't know where we want to do the barrels, though. We could do the barrels on a wall. I don't know if that would look weird. I'm thinking I'll have like a planter on the outside here, so I could actually do the barrels where the planter is. How do you make a barrel? Slabs and planks. Okay, I can do that. Some slabs here. And we'll search for a barrel. Like I was just talking about how I'm a real Minecrafter and I know all the recipes, but I don't know the barrel recipes. I'm a fraud, guys. Don't judge me. Alright. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. And then I think for all of the, like, actual walls, I really like the look of oak. Looks pretty nice. And I'm pretty like old-fashioned when it comes to the windows. I don't know, maybe there's a better window design, but I feel like I just like the classic window panes. Maybe there's a better way to do this. I'm trying to think. Let me do a little brainstorming and I'll get back to you if I have a big brain moment. Okay, so I've got nothing for the windows. I think we're just gonna do glass planes. Yeah, glass planes. I think we're just gonna do panes because I really like the look of those. But I did cook on the entrance over here. Look at this. I like that it looks like an actual arched entrance. I think we're gonna go with that. Like the trapdoors work really well with the stairs there. And then I think for this, we're just gonna do another just big window. Or maybe I can split it up into two. No. I think I like the big window there. Or we could maybe even shape it a little bit more by doing something like this. How does that look from the outside? I do kind of like the look of that. Yeah, let's do that. And then here, I think we'll probably just do another big window. Yeah, I'm just going to do a big window on top of those barrels. And then here, I want actually a similar barrel storage because I'm going to do another planter on the outside. Maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I think you'll see the vision eventually when I'm able to get the planters going. So yeah, we got some more storage in the windows there. Yeah, I like this. Ooh, although I was going to put the enchantment table right here, so that may be an issue. I think we may need to rethink this. Because the enchantment table would sit right here, which means the bookshelves need to go along here and along here. Whoops. Along here. Which is exactly where the barrels are, pretty much. Which also means we wouldn't be able to have windows. So I think we might require an attic, which may be difficult to get enough space. I wonder if we could put this anywhere like under the house. Not really. Oh, this is so tough. It's always so tough for me to find space for the enchantment table. I never know how exactly I should do it. Although, I guess we could do it right here, just the floor below. That could be pretty cool. It would look a little interesting, but I think it would work. Because, okay, I'm just going to put some placeholder bookshelves for now. Honestly, I guess we're just going to do oak for the bookshelves for now. And then obviously when I get bookshelves, I'll replace all this with the bookshelves. And then we could have like some right there. And then potentially an anvil there. I was originally thinking of having this fenced off, so we would probably fill this in and then maybe have fences covering that side. And then same idea with this side. Yeah, I think this will work out. Whoops. I like it. I like it. I think that's the move. And then so we're just going to complete the fences with all of the oak. Let's try it out. It feels very old school noob. That's what it's giving. It's the vibe. But guys, I'm so bad at building, it's not even funny. I might need some inspiration in the comments for this. Do you guys have any ideas how I could fit this enchantment table here? I obviously need it blocked off because I don't want monsters to just walk up and get into it. I think I'm going to create some sort of access to this basement too. So like ideally I'd just do a normal fence system, but then I'm going to get shot at from the outside. So I do feel like I need a way to prevent that. Or maybe I just go full fence. Or eventually, maybe for right now, I can just keep the fence and then we'll build up walls around this village so we won't have to worry about the monsters getting in. I think that might be the play. Because that would be really cool to have. It would be a lot of work, obviously, but I think it's definitely achievable. This build is going a lot slower than I thought it was going to. If I'm being honest, I thought there was a good chance that I might be done with the house by the end of this episode, but I don't see how that's going to happen realistically. So I'm going to try to get it as far along as I can, and this might be a multi-episode house build, which I'm okay with. I don't mind building the house. I think it's kind of chill. Mixes up my playstyle a little bit, that's for sure, because I never do this kind of stuff. But I do like how it's coming along. I gotta say, I kind of like the vibe. So we're going to keep going with it. I'm going to put up more fences. And we'll do some fence gates so you can actually exit the premises. Okay. Couple of these bad boys. Sorry, that was weird. Actually, we'll put the entrance maybe, you know, right here would be pretty cool. We can have an entrance right next to the enchantment table. And then maybe we'll put another one, yeah, on this side, since it's symmetrical. Gotta make it symmetrical, everyone knows that. Or maybe pro builders don't know that. Maybe that's why I'm not a pro builder, but hey, never know. We're definitely gonna need some sand for these windows too. You know what else would be cool is a staircase going up to the second floor. I think I have a vision. So we can do something like this. It's obviously going to get in the way of the windows a little bit, but I think that's okay. I think it'll work out. Maybe we have that as a flat. Nah, let's raise it. Yeah, we're going to go for like a spiral staircase type feel with slabs. I know it'd be more efficient to use stairs, but I kind of like the gradual just slope up to the floor. Yeah. Yeah, this feels good. And then we can make some fence supports. Like we have these oak fences. We can do something like that. We can do the same in the corner. These barrels are going to be a bit hard to access, but I think it still makes enough sense to have them there. We can always move them if we don't like them, but I think it actually works out pretty well. And then I am out of spruce logs, but I will continue the cross beams along there. For now, I'm going to mine some sand so we can get that smelting. And then we're going to work on those cross beams and get the attic going here. I'm just going to work on creating the general shape of the house. And then once I get the house walls and floor and ceiling and all of that filled in, then we can work on the interior design, which, scary enough, I think is even worse than the exterior design for me. So we've got a lot of work to do, to say the least, but I think it'll be okay. We'll figure it out. I want to mine some sand, but I don't know where I want to get this sand from because I don't want to destroy my beach. So that is one predicament I'm in. I think I'm going to take a boat out and go find some sand real quick. So I'll get back to you guys when I find some sand. Perfect. We were able to find some sand. I just literally just traveled down this river from my house on a boat. Whoa! Look at that over there. That could be really cool to build at in the future. But I found this sand beach, and this will be good to at least get a little bit of sand, so we're gonna grab some. Okay, I think that's about enough sand for now. I am gonna head back to the house. I'll see you guys when I'm there. This world is so peaceful, man. I love this. I hope you guys are appreciating this as much as I am, because it's actually so fun to just get home from work and play some Minecraft. Even though life has been so busy lately, and I've had so many commitments outside of work, but when I can finally find the time to just play like 20 to 30 minutes of Minecraft a day, it's genuinely so relaxing. And this world is just the most chill way to like just get some videos out and like just play the Minecraft world that I've always wanted to play, you know? I've never taken the time to just make a really cool world, but I feel like this one is finally going to be the world that I develop into something that I love. So, I'm very excited for whatever this journey brings. I think it'll be pretty cool, and I hope you guys can stick along. If you're enjoying what you see, I'd definitely appreciate it if you could subscribe. Really helps me out. Obviously, pretty new channel. Trying to get out there a little bit and stay consistent with my videos so I can start to build something, because I think that'd be really cool if I could do something like that. So all the support that you can give, really appreciate it. It means a lot, and I'm very thankful that I have the opportunity to do this. So yeah. All right, enough yapping. Let's get some window panes on. It's so nice that only 6 glass blocks makes 16 panes. Like, they're actually so cheap to craft too, which is another reason I really like using them. But also, it's classic. Like, look at it. It's just classic Minecraft. You really just can't beat that, in my opinion. As someone who doesn't build, I feel like I don't really have the credibility to decide that. But you know what? If I like it, I like it. And I think this looks good. So, we're going to do it for this house. And obviously, this does look a bit blocky, so we're going to give it some texturing on the outside and make it less blocky, because I know this isn't great. We're going to get it to a better point out here where this doesn't just look like a straight square. I mean, I think the planters will help with that. I think some bushes, some terraforming on the outside of the house will definitely help for sure. I'm also thinking of putting some leaves here. That might be pretty cool. Actually, let's try out an idea that I have. I've seen this in other videos. I wanted to try it before. So you put a cauldron down, and then you put a couple leaves on top. Yeah, I don't hate it. I also kind of want to do a stair here, and then maybe like a couple slabs. Yeah. I think the slabs are too thick. What if I did some trapdoors? I feel like the stair is too thick then. What if I just did a slab? Oh my gosh, guys. I really wish I could build. It's like, I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? It's like a curse, dude. I have the vision, but it doesn't quite turn out how I think it's going to turn out. Guys, any building tips in the comments would really be appreciated, because look at this. Oh my gosh, it's a monstrosity. Maybe it just needs to be all trapdoors. You know, that actually looks the best in my opinion. What do you guys think about that? Is that decent? I think that's actually decent. Okay, yeah, I don't mind that. So we can do tiny little things like that around the house too, like, oh, I have another idea. And then for the windows, we're gonna make some like shutters on the outsides of the windows. Give them a little bit more texture. I feel like that looks decent. I'm really banking on those planter boxes pulling everything together. Like, it looks so much more natural here than here. Oh, probably because a window like this just wouldn't have shutters like that. It wouldn't cover the whole window. Right? Is that how shutters work? Wow. I'm slow. But, I think it works for the front windows, just not this huge window. But then, maybe it would work for these windows. Although I don't think it's going to work for this window. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really need help. I think I'm proud of how this is turning out overall. But we just need definitely some finishing touches. I do like this entrance. It's really growing on me. And obviously, for all my builds, I'm always using lanterns because I feel like they just look the best. So we can put lantern here. we could put a lantern here. I don't know if I want it right there. I kind of like it just on the fences. It looks pretty welcoming, I feel like, if it's just sitting on the fences like that. Maybe we can put a couple here, too. Then maybe the lanterns are too close together if I do that. Nah, I think it's fine. I think that's okay. Yeah, that'll work. And then I think once the roof gets in here, then we can figure out where we want to hang some lanterns. But okay, I think I'm gonna call it there for this episode. We've made some pretty good progress with the house. I think overall it's obviously at a better spot than the platform we had. It's definitely growing, and I think once I can give the exterior some more detail, it'll definitely grow on me. I'm just proud that I'm building this without a tutorial, and it's actually looking pretty good. Look at that, guys. It's definitely coming along. I like it. That front looks really good. So we're going to keep going with this. This side looks pretty blank, but that'll get better. But yeah, so we're going to call it there. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to stick around and watch the rest of the series, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.